Ish.
I mean,
I don't know if it's resurrection.
you do the resurrecting. I'll do the killing. It works.
That's what you need, a more decrepit Caldy.
Might be a better Caldy.
I could make you stronger.
Be hard to make me worse. God love him.
All right, so session 39 of the Forbidden Lands. You guys have explored farther from your home than you've ever been. Heading towards a mysterious sorcerer's towers someplace to the northwest. You're not exactly sure where, other than it's where three rivers meet. Along the way, you've had some encounters here and there with demonic forest entities and corrupted ents, and lately, a humble halfling baker who provided you all with snacks and tea, and
Menacing cookies.
the cookies weren't menacing.
Well, they tried to be.
They're as menacing as gingerbread can be. But he does seem to, he alluded to the fact that he had an oven that would bring his baked goods to life. And he assured you all that the baked goods that he had provided with you were cooked in the normal oven, as opposed to the magical oven. But this little halfling named Melkar was very warm and inviting. He did let you know that a little bit north of his humble abode, there is a little village called Pernty. But he doesn't have much to do with them, he said. He prefers to live here on his own with his baked goods, many of whom seem to function as like little servants for him, cleaning his porch and, tidying up the dishes and all that sort of thing. But you guys have had a pleasant little lunch here in the woods, little break from things trying to kill you. And the day is yours, or I guess the afternoon is yours at the very least.
Did all of us see those cookies, or just Ryzen?
I think Ryzen saw them but pointed them out.
Okay.
And when you take a look over there as you're like finishing up your tea, you can see the little cookie men or people, tidying up the cottage, weeding the garden. Occasionally one gets carried off by a bird.
Well, like Caldy always does, he updates his little journals and map. And he said, "Excuse me." And he can, he's ready to continue on his way. He's not going to eat any of the cookies that we got or baked goods that we got, but he can't, or drink any of the tea. But he's looking forward to trying it on the hapless bystanders. Or even sell them, more importantly.
All right. So, which direction would you guys like to go?
I think we're continuing north. Oh!
Oh?
Yeah. Desi's gonna go back and knock on the door.
Right. Got a couple of moments and the door opens. Yes.
I have a question for you. You know this area, right? Been here a while.
Well, I know the area around my cottage.
Right, but you know the area as far away as that village.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Do you know a spot where 3 rivers meet?
Ooh,
Mm,
nice.
I have really bad directions right now, and that's kind of vague, so I'm trying to get better ones.
I know there is a river on the other side of the mountains. That's probably maybe 5 days away. I don't go there. The mountains. I don't like the mountains. I like the forest. The forest is home. The mountains are not.
Yeah, I get that. That's the closest river to here, huh?
I mean, there's some
Shit.
streams and creeks.
I'll take a large stream. Sure. Where's the closest large stream?
A couple of hours that way. It's where I get my water from.
Is he pointing north?
I know he's pointing kind of like west-ish.
Okay. Hmm. Yeah, and the mountains are in which direction? From here.
He kind of gestures like from like southwest and kind of like a sweeping gesture is like that way.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, it's not a mountain, it's the mountains.
Yeah. And the village is which direction?
He kind of stops for a second to think. And he points pretty much directly north.
Okay. Well, maybe they've got maps or something. Or people who go a little farther from home.
Maybe. I don't know. Strange bunch of people. I don't like them.
Yeah. Okay. Those are the those cookies are walking around.
Uh-huh.
Guessing you make those in your other oven?
Yeah, when I first moved out here, I was building my cottage, and I found some rocks that seemed like they were, I mean, that would be good for an oven. So I brought them and I baked in it, and the baked goods just kind of came to life. But then I thought, I don't want all my baked goods to come to life. So I found other stones. And they seem to be more less inclined to imbue things with life.
Uh-huh. Okay. I'll keep that in mind if I ever need to build something. And you're okay? They're friendly?
Oh yes. Oh,
Okay.
why wouldn't they be? I am their creator.
Yep. Sure.
I mean,
Makes sense.
it would be a tremendous amount of hubris to consider myself to be their god, but in a way,
Close enough. Yeah, okay. Good luck with that.
oh, thank you.
Thanks again for the tea and food. And she'll kind of take a couple of steps backwards and then turn around and go back to the party.
If you're going to the mountains, do you need sandwiches or anything? I have some dried meats.
I mean, I'm hard pressed to say no to food.
Oh, just give me a few moments, and I'll throw together some sandwiches for you for the road.
Okay. She'll turn around and grin back at everybody else. He's making sandwiches.
Another thing.
Are they going to come to life like the gingerbread men?
Not unless he's
No, he
planning
did it in
them.
the reverse order this time.
I wonder what would happen if we put a person in that oven.
I'm gonna guess they die. That's generally what happens if you try to cook somebody.
A
I
dead
would
person
imagine.
in the oven, not an alive person.
I don't think he's tried that.
Hmm.
Don't
Do you-
don't give him idea, please.
I'll tell you what he said about it in once we're a little farther from the house.
So yeah, after like 5 minutes or so, he kind of comes out in the little picnic basket. Inside there's like some sandwiches on like fresh bread, some dried meats, some cheese.
Can I put my food from a D10 to a D12?
Yes, you can.
Can anyone else?
Yeah.
I'm not eating any of that.
I mean, that's fair.
Can you go
Thanks.
higher than a D12 or no?
No, D12 is the highest. But you can like mark it down on your character sheet, and then you can eat that instead of rolling.
Being paranoid right now, I think I'm gonna stick with my sad roots and fish.
You got that.
Thanks.
Melkar.
Melkar. Yeah. If you need anything, yell, and if we're not too far away yet, we might be able to help. But we'll probably gonna be pretty far away soon. But it was interesting meeting you.
Likewise.
Yeah. And she'll go jogging back over to the rest of the group.
Okay.
And once we get a little farther from the house, when he was building his little cabin there, he took rocks from the stream. I think he said from the stream. Anyway, took rocks, and the first things he cooked in his oven didn't stay still. So we built a second one, because he wanted to not have his food moving.
I suppose.
Did he get the rocks for the second oven from another place?
I'm gonna guess. That or the first. I mean, if he went back to the same spot, it apparently ran out of magic rock, but magic rock. I don't know what else these magic rocks would do, but that's the weirdest magic I've heard of since we got here, and that's saying something.
Might have been a shrine or something magical before it was destroyed, and it kept some energy or something.
That kind of makes sense, maybe? Does it? She'll look over at Trestius.
Kinda.
Perhaps.
If it works, he's been very, very lucky. It's like
It's a waste of
blindingly
magic.
assembling parts and hoping that the thing will do what you hope for.
As much as that I would like to study this oven, perhaps on the way back. I'm not sure how to kill cookies.
Right
With
now,
milk.
this place is giving me the ibby-jibbies, and I would like to be anywhere but here.
Did he mention the color of the rocks?
No, I didn't ask though.
Sure, it doesn't matter.
You think he made them out of what, elf stone?
Or something akin to that large stone we found not so long ago.
I think we should. We got places to be
Oh.
and
Maybe.
places to go that don't involve weaponized confectionery.
Fair.
The only river he knows of, by the way, is like 5 days walk on the other side of the mountains. So maybe the village, if we head there, they might have a better idea. He apparently doesn't like traveling, so
Good a place to start as any, I suppose.
All right. So which direction are you guys heading?
Northwest still, I guess?
Keep on the same track we were on.
Where was the village?
Village is almost due north.
Yeah, so northwest, northeast, northwest.
Alrighty. So I'll get somebody to give me a lead the way roll, and somebody else can give me a scouting roll.
Holy shit! I got all my stuff.
I'll lead the way.
I will scout. I will not push.
Oof. Three banes on that, Okatai.
Sorry?
3 banes, no successes.
Ah, damn it. Just a sec. I'm gonna try to find a way to reroll that. This is gonna hurt.
Ooh.
oh, wow.
Welcome back to the game.
I'm still walking. I'll blame it on my paranoia. Like, I'm
Welcome back, Okatai.
on my decision.
Alright.
The cookies really freaked you out.
Alright, so you guys continue on through the afternoon, traveling through this through this thick, dark forest. No sign of any river or even big stream in this direction. Desi, you would figure that was probably, he was like pretty much due west was the stream or creek he was talking about. You guys went kind of northwest, so no sign of the village either. It's just you and the trees and the wildlife. None of which seems to be immediately inimical to you or otherwise dangerous. But it is slow going through through these trees, and by the time you put like 10 or so miles between you and the cottage, it is starting to get into evening.
Camp time, I guess.
Do you want me to try to set up camp around here?
Wherever you think is best.
Let me see.
Alrighty. What are the rest of you doing in the evening?
How much wildlife's in this area? Like, is it difficult to grab a mouse or a small animal or?
You can certainly try. I mean, there's lots of wildlife, but there's a difference between there being lots of wildlife and being able to catch said wildlife.
Would that take a quarter day?
Yeah, I would treat it like hunting.
Okay, that's not worth doing. I'm gonna go off in a little distance and meditate and probably eat some foliage.
All right, that has gone well for you in the past.
Technically. Oh, speaking of which, I didn't raise my rep last time from that mishap.
All right. What would Desi like to do in the evening?
I'll keep watch.
All right. What would Kuldi like to do in the evening?
I'm gonna need to keep watch at night, so probably take my turn to rest. I don't
Okay.
really need it, but it's probably the smart move.
Okay. And what would Ryzen like to do in the evening?
I would like to spend XP, and I would like to learn Path of the Warcry 2.
All right. Perfect. So you can rest and spend XP. Kuldi can give me an endurance roll with the bonus from your sleeping furs. And Desi can give me a scouting roll. And then Tresius can do his magic stuff.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'll have to sleep in the morning, I guess.
Okay.
Scouting's based on wits, so I'm gonna push it.
Okay.
Nope. I'll sleep it off. Hopefully.
Okay. All right. Tresius, for once your magic does not blow up in your face.
For once.
Yay!
Well, it was power level 1. Only because I had 1 willpower. But
The camp gets set up, tents get pitched. Kuldi, it seems like every time you try to like get a little bit of shut eye, somebody's like getting you to move. You know, we got to set the tent up here. We got to set the fire up here. You know, you don't get any rest during the evening.
death screams from a bunch of animals as their souls get sucked out.
Yep. That's not entirely accurate. You get rest. It doesn't count as sleep.
Gotcha. I'll try again in the morning.
All right. Nighttime falls. Ryzen, you can spend your XP for your Path of the Warcry.
Yay! Victory scream.
And it just kind of like echoes through the woods. You know, there's like the sound of like a large flock of birds taking off in the distance.
What the fuck was that? What does that do anyway? Other than make birds take flight.
I can spend willpower to basically reduce people's rolls on a 1-for-1 basis.
Nice.
Oh wow.
Holy shit.
And if I buy level 3, then I can damage somebody's wits. So I'm trying to decide between that or monster or Dragon Slayer 3 next. The Warcry doesn't work on monsters though, but perfect against, you know, a whole crap ton of orcs or whatever if we've got humanoid type.
Yeah. So you just berate them until they give up.
Yep.
I know people like that.
Mm-hmm.
So nighttime.
Sleep for Tresius.
Okay.
Keep watch for me.
Okay.
I'll be sleeping.
I'm gonna try to sleep.
I'll do a watch if we need somebody to do a watch.
I got that one. Don't worry.
Don't worry, he says.
Feel free to stay up if you want. But
It's not like he'll go wandering off on his own to investigate a weird noise.
Very
I
unlikely.
absolutely will.
You absolutely would.
It's weird. All my characters, except the weakest one I've ever made, is cautious. Not this guy.
So Chaldean Rising can, you know, stay up. The two little guys tending the fire, keeping things
Sure.
keeping things on the down low. Everybody else gets some sleep. Between Chaldean Rising, whoever's better can give me a scouting roll with +1 from the other person.
My scouting adds up to 6.
You're better than me.
And you can see.
I will push that since I'm sleeping tomorrow first thing anyway.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ruh-roh.
Foundry does not like us today. I'm as dumb as Grog.
All right. A couple of hours into the evening, you know, everything seems quiet. And you hear a rustling sound near where everybody has kind of put their packs.
Okay. I actually hear that, even when I miss the scouting.
Yep, it was the stuff that happened before you heard that you'd missed.
Okay, I'll rush over to see what's going on with my packs.
You see a fairly healthy-looking wolf in the process of dragging away, like, Desi's pack.
Of course it's my pack. You can
I will
still
say, hey, stop that. And I'll treat him like I'm treating a dog. And hopefully that gives me an animal handling roll. And I'll say it loud enough to wake people up. Actually, I won't. I won't say it loud enough to wake people up. Don't want to startle it. Say, hey, that's mine. Don't mind sharing, but we can't be just taking stuff.
The wolf kind of like stops dragging the pack. Just kind of looks at you and like steps forward a little bit. Doesn't seem to step forward menacingly, like its teeth aren't bared or anything.
Now you sit, boy, and I got a treat for you. If you sit, I got a food for you.
Yeah. And it kind of like bumps you with its snout.
I'll give it a little scratch behind the ears.
And it kind of like leans and kind of like pushes you with its snout.
All right, I will not push back. See if I remember my elf quest. I won't push back, but I won't. I won't. I'll resist being pushed over or pushed around, but I won't. I won't push back. I won't try to push him down.
You can give me an athletics roll. I'm sorry, a might roll.
Oh, this will go well.
Am I still online, guys?
Yeah.
You're not in Foundry. And Ryzen, you notice this this wolf seems to be like trying to nudge Caldy.
Okay. I'm just gonna I'm gonna watch for now, but I'm gonna have one of my clubs out just in case.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Sorry about that. Last I was saying was I'm resisting being pushed over, but I'm not pushing him back. I'm trying to be like a rock there with all my whole 2 strength.
Okay, give me a might roll.
And it's kind of flaky today. And nobody can hear me again, right?
Nope, we can hear you.
I can hear.
Question is, can you hear us? And I'm guessing the answer is no. Hopefully Trevor / Caldy will be back in a second. Gotta love technology
he's-
during an ice storm.
I'm sure he's praising his Linux machine.
Probably.
Hey Chris, can I do either a wits or an empathy to see if this is normal wolf behavior?
Insight, yes.
How's that?
He can hear you?
Awesome. Good stuff. Sorry about that.
Hey, you can hear us back.
Yeah, it brought me completely out.
I'll push.
Apparently not my microphone. All right, so resisting the wolf pushing me without actually pushing the wolf back. That's where I was.
Yep, it's a might roll.
Wow.
All right.
Motivate.
So you managed to stand your ground, and this thing's like nudging you. And Ryzen, you're like, that's not normal wolf behavior. For the first thing, it's solitary. And it seems to be rather insistent.
Sneaky little bastard, though.
And as you know, your Ryzen's kind of getting a read on this, and this thing is like continuing to nudge Caldy. It's not making any traction, but it's continuing to kind of nudge him. Ryzen, you see, kind of at the edges of the firelight, more animals. They're just in the shadows cast by the campfire. You see like a couple more wolves, a couple of boar, some rabbits. You're kind of looking around. You see there's like, a little like badger basically trying to drag off like one of the packs that's like significantly larger than it is. Probably 24 different animals and a mixture of both predatory animals and prey type animals that do not seem to be at odds with one another.
All right, so I'll say to the wolf, are you just trying to steal our stuff, or are you trying to take us somewhere?
Goldie, we're surrounded.
Yeah, well, we can't show fear right now.
I just want to let you know that there's more than one wolf.
Okay.
There's a whole bunch of animals, and they're not the type that should normally be getting along and not trying to eat each other, or the circle of life is being avoided right now for some reason.
All right, which one has my pack?
Right now, the badger.
All right, so I kind of leave the wolf and walk over to the badger, and saying, "What's going on, man? We'd share if you just asked. You don't have to take it. Just it's rude." And what's the badger do?
It's continuing to tug at your pack.
All right. Can I help you with that? Do you want to take us somewhere?
Kind of stops for a second. So like stops tugging the pack, looks at you, kind of looks at the pack.
All right. I'll be right back, Risen. I'll pick up the pack and say, "Lead on, McDuff."
And it leads you probably like a good 60, 70 yards into the dark forest.
I can see in the dark.
Yep. And just kind of stops.
All right.
It looks at you. Looks over at a stump.
It's like, all right, I'll go look at the stump, and if it's a sitting stump, then I will sit down. If it's a stump with a hole in it, I'm not going to crawl in, but I'll take a peek.
No, it's like a sitting stump.
All right, so I'll plop down.
And then
But, we have a druid.
It just starts trembling off again. Meanwhile, Ryzen,
All right.
as you see Caldy like following this badger off into the woods.
He just typed BRB.
Oh, okay.
Because Caldy would never just wander off on his own into the forest. Get
Well, it
predictable,
doesn't seem
man.
like it's trouble, right? Caldy does that. Caldy does a little math in his head. If it seems like trouble, then he'll, It's like when it's like the giant birds in the sky that's dropping carcasses that he hides from. If it's like stuff that don't seem to immediately be attacking when they could, then Caldy's gonna work with the situation in case there's profit.
In the meantime, those of you who are sleeping can give me scouting rolls at -2.
Oh, might as well push that.
Sorry, who do you want that from?
Everybody who is
Everybody's
sleeping.
Oh, I haven't gotten to click my rest button yet, have I?
You have not.
Oh, this is based on wits. I'm not making it.
Yeah, my wits suck right now too. I can't believe I rolled that many dice and didn't get a single success. Holy crap.
Can I elect not to roll?
Sure.
Because I have 2 dice, -2. I think it's a chance roll that can hurt me.
It doesn't actually. Like, negative dice give you negative skill dice, so 6s on negative dice cancel out successes, so they just make things harder, but they don't actually damage you unless... The only way you can get damage is if you fail and then push the roll.
Okay, I'll see then.
Sorry about that. I heard you addressing me while I was away.
No worries. So Culdy goes following this badger off into the woods. And then a decent sized boar kind of comes up to you, much like the wolf did with Culdy, not in a threatening way, and just kind of like nudges you in the same rough direction that Culdy went.
I will grab one of my clubs and I will cautiously proceed.
Okay. And as you do, like, if you don't put up any resistance, it kind of like it nudges you to kind of like aim you in a direction, but it's not like thumping you hard enough to like knock you on your feet or anything of that nature. More guiding than pushing.
I will let him guide me, or it guide.
Okay. And as you do, you also see that a couple of boars and a wolf have started dragging Desi and Teresius and Okatai out of the tents by their sleeping bags.
Good God.
This is awesome.
All of
I really
whom
do
seem
sleep like the dead, though.
completely oblivious to anything. And you would also notice, since you're a little bit behind Culdy, that once they're like out of the tents, there's what seems like a veritable army of squirrels and chipmunks and raccoons, especially raccoons, that are in the process of like dismantling the tents, not tearing them down, not shredding them, like pulling up the stakes and untying the ropes and taking the tents down.
Okay, who in the group has taken the level as a Disney princess?
It wasn't me, I swear to God.
Who's singing to the birds?
I'm wondering who ate what from the halfling and what the.
We all had the magic mushrooms.
What's the druid been doing?
Ryzen's cooking.
Yeah, we're all Disney princesses.
That mushroom soup was a little magical.
Going down the rabbit hole.
Damn it! I failed my mushroom check. Sorry, guys.
Woo!
All right, I'm very cautious, and I'm looking back. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
And as the tents get dismantled, animals come and basically drag the parts over to where you are. You're led to the same little kind of area where Culdy is, probably about 60 or so yards away from where your camp was.
The rest of the party is being dragged, and this is not stirring them to wake up.
They blew their roll so bad.
I would imagine as they start getting dragged over the tree stumps and roots and everything, you all would come awake. You feel like the bumps and the jostles and the yeah. You know that you're being dragged.
Trying to sleep. Fuck off.
Ryzen, this isn't funny.
It's not me, it's animals dragging us off and disassembling our camp.
Mm-hmm. Sure it is. Desi is going to think
Okay.
that's completely and utterly nonsense. She's either
Okay.
dreaming or Resin's just feeding her bullshit, and she's going to try to burrow down into her sleeping pack and continue trying to rest.
All I'm going to say is if you wake up and you're face to face with a wolf, a bear, or maybe Lucien II, don't say I didn't warn you.
Chris, where's Tressius's pack?
All of your packs and everything have been deposited in this little area where they led Culdy to.
Except the one I carry, which is mine.
Yeah, like everything gets deposited in this little area. Those of you that are in your sleeping bag, stop getting dragged. You can hear the rustling as like your tents get dragged over to the area and all of that stuff. But yeah, you guys are peacefully relocated about 60 yards or so from where you were camping.
Don't know why you went along with it, because
Is there anything noteworthy about where they dragged us to geographically? Something strange, anything like that?
There is not, but since you're taking a look around, as you kind of like look around, you're like, okay, why this place? And you just kind of like, you look over where you were camped, you can see like through the trees, the flickering light of your campfire. And you see a very large elk. Probably twice the size of any elk that you've ever seen or hunted. And as you watched, the other animals start to kind of form a circle around it as it steps towards your campfire. Uses its antlers to basically scoop up and like put out the fire. But the last thing that you see by the firelight before it's just nothing more than embers is all of the forest animals, the rabbits, the bears, the badgers, the wolves, all of them forming the circle around this large elk. And you're pretty sure bowing their heads. And then it is all very dark.
I would like to light a torch.
Okay. Alright, so as you kind of get to your feet, pull a torch, light it. Yeah, your entire camp has been basically dragged over to this location.
I'm sitting in my sleeping bag, and I wanted to. I'm gonna cast like animal speech, and just ask the question like,
What's the big fat idea?
anyone take a second to tell me what's happening? Did we disturb something? Please help me here. I was sleeping. An animal speech.
Okay. Kind of cast your spell, kind of focus on like, and the powerful connection that you have with nature seems significantly stronger here. Significantly stronger.
In the place where they dragged us?
In the general area. This little squirrel who looks vaguely familiar, in as much as all squirrels look kind of the same,
Lucius!
says, "Be quiet, Wolfkin. It is not your time, it is our time."
I will be polite and quiet, but if you could explain at some point, I'd love it. I'll turn to the others like, we are in a sacred natural place. Let's make ourselves discreet. Like, lay down and just rest. They brought us here because we won't disturb here, I guess. So just stay calm.
Baldy's beat, so he absolutely takes that opportunity to call it a night.
But yes, the little squirrel will kind of like come down, kind of sit on your shoulder and kind of like, kind of whispering in your ear, kind of like, if you go to a friend's church and that friend is like, this is why they're doing this, this is why they're doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Been there.
This is why the Roman Catholics do all the calisthenics during church.
Oh God, it's so fucking weird.
But yes, the squirrel will explain to you that in the time leading up to the birth of the new moon, the animals get together to pay homage to the mother and father of the animals.
Oh, this is a very worthy cause. I did not know that this island still had great forest god.
Oh, the Wolfkin are far removed from the wolves. You're too much like them, and the squirrel kind of gestures dismissively towards the rest.
I know. That's why my people try to keep friends from nature closer. And I'll rub the head of my pig.
Your camp was on the space that we needed, so we don't we don't wish any harm. So we just wanted to move you.
It was a very fair and very kind way of doing this. Thank you.
Because
I know I'm far removed, but is there any way for me to pay respect appropriately?
No, just stay out of the way. Don't interfere.
No, I wouldn't. But before we leave, I could leave something behind.
No, it's not necessary. That's a people conceit.
Yes, like you said, we're far removed. But thanks for taking the time to explain.
And then it goes skittering off again. But yes, the camp is not destroyed. The downside is you guys do not have a camp for sleeping purposes. So those of you who are trying to sleep can give me endurance rolls.
But Foundry is not our friend today.
I'm going to give it a shot too, since it's kind of. Since we seem to have a guard. Can I get my bonus for the sleeping bag?
Sure can.
I'm gonna watch quietly what's happening and not try to sleep again.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to set the camp up again quietly.
Okay. Right. So, you can give me a survival roll with the tent bonus and everything.
Yes. God bless the 10 bonus because I have only 1 wits left.
Before I try to go back to sleep, I'm going to look at Okatai and go to our camp.
Sorry?
Why did they move our camp?
We established camp on a sacred ground, and they had the visit of their god tonight. So rather than making our life difficult, they moved us. I think it's the kindest way we could have gone out of this. And seeing what I saw, I wouldn't challenge whatever is happening over there.
I was just curious.
Oh yeah. Sorry. I thought you heard that conversation, but yeah, it was not in the right language. Yeah. He explained to me that the forest father was coming to see them, and they needed the space we chose as our campground as their ritual place to honor him. And they were kind enough to just move us and not attack us.
Is that the elk?
Yeah, the giant elk, that's the forest father. It's more than what it looks like.
Would it be offensive or inappropriate to offer a gift such as a bit of our food or water?
Yeah, I thought about that and I offered that, but uh, if we're just respectful, it's going to be enough. Physical things are not their kind of thing.
Okay. I'm satisfied. I try to sleep and I do my endurance roll.
Perfect. All right. Okta, you spend the night getting the camp ready. So by the time the sun is up, there is a camp for those who need it. Ryzen and Desi, you guys can both hit your rest buttons.
Yeah, Desi slept through everything.
I know I wouldn't have done my endurance check, so I'm going to give a place for Cody to sleep.
Calder's beat to hell and he hasn't done anything yet.
And Kaldi and Tresius and Okatai, you guys are sleepy.
I mean, I'm a necromancer, and there's a forest god 60 yards away. Explains why he can't sleep.
But in the morning, the animals have left. I mean, it's not the sort of thing where they disappear without a trace. There's all kinds of signs that there were a large amount of animals in the area.
Like sport.
There is spore and tracks and everything else. There are definite signs that there were probably hundreds of animals here.
Is there any kind of like broken antler or anything of that nature on the ground?
No, there is not.
Just gonna check if I can find a few things to make a holy symbol from.
Gotcha. Yeah, you can probably find something that would suffice, given the fact that you're a druid.
Considering that this place feels right, I don't want to break anything, but I'm gonna try to weave a little holy symbol from things around here.
Okay. But other than that, morning has come.
Desi'll get up, stretch, open her eyes, look around. What the hell?
Oh yeah, there was a forest god yesterday that got honored by most of the animal of the forest came and had a little thing for him. So they were kind enough to move us away so we were not trampled.
Yeah, you missed the party of the year.
She's looking at Okatai very suspiciously. I
There
had a
ain't no
dream.
party like a giant. You did not have a dream. Ain't no party like a giant elk and forest animal party.
And it is very clear to Desi, like when you get up, that your camp is in a very different place than where it was when you
Oh
were a
yeah,
kid.
hence the what the hell. Like,
Yeah, that
so
was not
when
my idea. I was waked up halfway through, but
I remember some feeling like someone was dragging my bag.
I think that was like 3 raccoon and a very large badger.
This place is am I the only one who's getting a little disturbed by the amount of random magic up here.
Beats orc attacks.
I'm well, kinda.
Orc attacks you can actually prepare for, whereas
I'm
this is
used
a
to orc
little.
attacks. Like, that's something I know how to do something about. This is walking around gingerbread cookie weird.
I'll take weird over battle axes aimed at my head any day.
I don't
Anyway,
like
it's my turn to sleep now. Have a good night, everybody.
Hopefully they put you in a spot without any rocks.
Is the tent set up?
Yes,
Yeah.
the camp is set up. Everybody can
I'm
roll.
off to bed.
Everybody can roll for their food and water.
I'm going to use halfling sandwiches for.
Okay.
So just roll for water then.
Yep. Just roll for your water. And the sandwich is excellent. It's got like the exact right amount of like bread to like fats to meat ratio. Like this is somebody who definitely knows. I mean, you're a trained cook. You know that he definitely knows what he's doing when it comes to making food. Like, there's nothing worse than a sandwich that is like too much bread or not lubricated enough or not seasoned properly. This is like perfect. In the morning, Caldi is going to sleep. What about the rest of you?
Trestius will stumble to his feet where he's probably had his back to a tree clutching his book all fucking night while there was like a forest god 60 yards away. And follow Caldi into the tent to sleep.
Okay.
Still clutching his book because he's in a second magical forest that wants to eat him.
No, it's the same magical forest.
Yeah, I think I need to sleep after building the camp twice tonight.
What is Ryzen doing in the morning?
Still trying to decide if I want to spend my other 9 XP on something. So for now, I might just go do some foraging to look for stuff to like make more food and such if we need it for the.
Okay, perfect. And what would Desi like to do?
I'm gonna keep watch.
Alrighty. So Ryzen can give me a survival roll, and Desi can give me a scouting roll.
I really do need to put some points in that at some point.
Okay. All right. So Ryzen, you can find one vegetable that can be cooked into food, or one herbs which can be used for potions, or enough water to fill everybody up to a D12.
I'll do the water.
Okay. So yeah, so you find like it's not like a running river or anything. It's probably like where an underground stream kind of bubbles up to the surface. But it is clean, and it is like that kind of icy cold that like mountain water gets, or like underground water. It's much better after drinking like out of a water skin for the last like 5 or 6 days. It's very refreshing. But it is enough so everybody can get their water up to a D12. And the morning passes seemingly without incident.
Seemingly.
Seemingly.
Because that's
Can
reassuring.
we hit the rest button?
No, you guys can take off at the sleepy condition.
Oh God. Oh right. Yeah.
Sorry, what? What do I hit? I can hit rest? No?
No, because you were up for so long, Okatai, Kaldi, and Trestius all picked up the sleepy condition. So your first quarter day of sleep gets rid of the sleepy condition, and then after that, you can sleep more to recover.
I am in real bad shape, so I gotta sleep more to recover.
Or you don't have to
Okay.
sleep, you could rest.
Whatever it takes. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm too beat up to do anything. I'm an old man.
Basically means, you get a night's sleep and you're like, so you just kind of like bum around the campsite for the day. Which I guess leaves just Ryzen and Desi with an afternoon to do as they wish.
I'll watch
how
golf or something.
I'm gonna wait. If we're not moving, I'm gonna wait for tonight to sleep to rest. Like now, I'm not sleepy anymore, so I can wait for tonight to rest.
Okay.
I just won't have my rest button push.
Yep.
So I'll keep my wits broken, but not broken, but very low.
Okay. So what would folks like to do in the afternoon?
How much does it cost to raise an attribute?
You can't.
Oh, how much does it cost to raise a skill?
5 times the level you're going to.
Thank you. I would like to try to raise my scouting skill.
Okay. So you can do that while you rest. So you're just kind of bumming around the camp with Kuldi.
If that's the case, I'd like to bump my healing up from 0 to 1.
Sure. What would Trustius like to do in the afternoon?
He's gonna rest
Okay.
because I had to get rid of the sleepy, and I'm gonna spend 20 XP on Marksmanship 4.
All right.
Ouch.
Just everybody else is going talent heavy. I'm trying to go skill heavy just to see the difference, right? So
I don't have any. I have a couple of skills at 3, but nothing. Nothing at 4. That's a lot of XP.
All right. What would Okatai like to do in the afternoon?
I'd like to forage for herbs.
Okay. And what would Ryzen like to do in the afternoon?
I am trying to decide between which rank 3 talent to buy, so I'm just about to let you know.
So you're with the others, just kind of hanging around the camp.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Alrighty. So everybody who is resting can spend their XP or whatever. Okatai can give me a survival roll. Well, that is enough to find 1 useful herb.
Good.
And those of you at the camp, you notice, like, as you're just kind of like hanging out, not doing much of anything, everybody's kind of like, I mean, you got some sleep, but you've still got that kind of weariness that has set in. In some cases, you're like, your kind of tempers on edge. How people get when they haven't been sleeping properly. And you guys notice a fox just kind of watching you. looking at you. Hmm. Where are you guys headed?
Excuse me?
Where are you headed?
Desi's looking at it appropriately for someone encountering a talking fox.
Everyone looks around. Okatai's not here. Oh, perfect. To some where the three rivers meet or something to the northwest.
Oh. Well, it's not really northwest from where you are now, but at least you got a destination in mind. That's good.
How is it that you're speaking?
I breathe in, and then I form the words, and then I breathe out, and the words go.
It's unusual for a fox to speak from where I come from.
It's unusual for an elf to speak.
It's not been my experience.
Most elves I've noticed around here are gems.
Oh, yeah. Such a sad, sad life.
You said the place where Three Rivers meets isn't northwest of here?
No.
Where is it?
It's what you'd call a more westerly.
Okay.
All right, that's good. We appreciate the help.
Help. Sure.
Okay. Is there something that we should be expecting when we get there that we should be pre-warned about?
There's only one thing that elves and humans and halflings and goblins look for when they look for the Three Rivers. My telling you what direction to go is probably not going to be what you consider to be help in the long run, but it'll be entertaining.
Well, I'll give a little flourish bow because I'm half decent at performance, and I will say glad to be entertaining. Oh, I got a question. Kind of might be a bit too personal. I don't know. I don't want to be rude.
Oh, go ahead.
Our kind seems to be pretty screwed on this island, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yes, totally.
So, are you guys stuck with this Jakuz bullshit too?
What do you mean by you guys?
I mean the non-human bipedal, mouthy, never shut up type.
Oh. No.
You know any tricks for us to get out of this deal? Since we didn't really know what we were getting into when we got stuck here.
No. Eventually you will die and Jakuz will claim and eat your soul.
Yeah, I guess we had to rid of Jakuz first then, huh?
That's a good one. I like that.
You're saying you
Trying
have
to be
no
entertaining.
soul.
I do not have a soul.
How is that? Are you a demon or?
What? Me? No. Who would have given you that thought? No.
Insight check.
I am but a humble fox. Can't you see? I have a tail. I have ears. A cute little nose. But yeah, you can make an insight check.
I am not pushing.
Yeah, he is lying.
You're one of them. Okay. I'll just wink at him. All right. I guess. Well, isn't there one more relic we had to find, guys?
2, I think.
It's 2.
Two?
The fox says.
Oh yeah. You wouldn't have any advice on how we could find those, would you?
Yes, I would.
Really? Then what would you like in exchange for this particular advice?
What are you doing with that tasty soul? I'm kidding.
Apparently, it's going to Jakuz.
No, it'll be fun to watch you like flutter around trying to find the thing. I mean, you guys have come a long way since you were like curled up in a cave that used to be owned by that weird owl thing.
Oh, you're a friend of the squirrel. I like to call him Lucius, but I speak his language, so I just kind of picked a nickname for him.
No, but I've been
No,
around for a bit.
Oh, okay, well, that's good to know.
Think of me as your unofficial cheerleader.
Well, that's lovely.
Why is it that you would cheer us on?
Well, because I'd like to see you. I would like to see you succeed. But
Why?
not so much that I want to, endanger my well-being by assisting.
No, so you'd like to see Jakuz be disposed of, but not to be seen as helping.
I didn't say that. And the correct words are, I would like to not help you, but I would like to watch you succeed. I don't want to be not seen helping you. I don't want to help you.
But you would like us to succeed
Yeah,
without your help.
yeah. The struggle of the little guy. I'm all for that.
Strange behavior for a demon.
Maybe. Who's to say, really? Are you an expert on demons?
Expert is a strong term, but
So you admit that you don't know a lot about, demons.
if it makes you feel better, yes.
So it didn't dawn on you that we might be just like you people with, all of our individual hopes and dreams and wants and all of that stuff. You just lump us all together?
You may have hopes and dreams, but according to what little I've read, they're horrible hopes and dreams.
Was your book
Harmful.
written? Was it written by a demon?
Probably.
You can't trust them.
Exactly what I'm saying, yes.
But I do wish you well. I've got money riding on this. Well, not money.
Caldy, his ears had perked up when money came around.
And really, I've got nothing riding on it, but I understand that's something that people say.
I apparently missed the part. I caught Caldy ask you something about the relics, and you said you knew we were looking for some, and then my brain just kind of got stuck on that. Did you say you knew where they were?
No.
Do you know where they are?
Yes.
Will you tell us where they are?
Oh, hell no.
Why?
Because I don't want to help you.
What
But you're
if I
willing to tell us where
traded the
they-
information for a nice holy symbol?
You.
How about for a sandwich?
Type of sandwich.
I'd have to check.
And still no.
It's got meat on it. Bread.
It's far more entertaining to watch you just wander about. Getting into trouble, getting out of trouble. It's exciting.
What do you think talking foxes taste like?
Desi, it's a demon, not a fox.
Hmm.
Probably
I don't
can
think I would.
take whatever shape it chooses.
I don't think I want to find out what a demon tastes like.
Probably not.
No.
But I will tell you that if you're looking for the Three Rivers, you are off course.
You wouldn't be leaving us astray, would you?
I don't know. Maybe.
Insight check, if that's okay.
Sure.
I'm not pushing it. I got no insight right now. I need to get through this day before I can do it.
Yeah, I'd like to check this guy out too if I can.
Sure.
Desi, there's nothing really to worry about this fox. It's a relatively minor, nameless thing.
Oh no, I have a name, but I'm not stupid enough to tell it to you.
All right.
Worth a try.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
But yes, I assume if you're looking for the Three Rivers, you're looking for the tower. And that will be highly entertaining.
I'm told there's magic there.
Oh yes. There is there is definitely magic there.
I'm confused, demon. Why did you show your face if you're not going to be helpful?
Because it's fun.
How? I see
Okay.
no entertainment here.
Oh, wait, let me clarify. Fun for me. You guys can make your own entertainment. I don't know. Go, like, slaughter another village full of demon worshippers, or go kill a bunch of more orcs who weren't doing anything other than, trying to expand their territory. Or, whatever it is you do.
Hey, Chris, can I do a lore or something to see if I can figure out what kind of demon this is?
Yes.
That would be.
Great idea.
Well, I'll get
yeah.
on that action.
That would be lore, yes. You could push it if you wanted to, Mark.
Nah, I think I'm good.
Okay. Trust us. I mean, what you know of demons are always malevolent. There are no good demons.
For sure.
Other than that, though, they have, like, there's no. It's not like D&D where there's, like, your little, like, lemures or mains or whatever they are. Like, a demon is a demon is a demon, and they generally all have their own personalities and desires and conflicts and all of that sort of stuff. Like, every demon of any note, at any rate, is its own person. So it's not like they can be easily categorized, aside from the fact that they are all malevolent.
So it's not like Pit Fiend and whatever.
Correct.
And that's with 2 successes, so.
Yeah.
Can I tell a power level from this thing, or?
Powerful enough to shapeshift, which makes it pretty powerful.
Yep.
The biggest thing is that most demons have, like, a specific weakness, and if you don't know what that weakness is, you're not going to be affecting with much beyond, like, druidic magic, some sorceress magic. But, like, if this particular demon happens to be immune to, say, weapons, Doesn't matter if the weapon's magical or not.
Okay, so knowing what he knows, and he has that book that's like all about blood
Yep.
magic.
Yep.
He's not going to consult the book at the moment, but I'm going to see if I can find something that identifies, like a mark or a ruin or something on this form that I could later look up, maybe.
Gotcha. Right. Give me a scouting roll.
My wits are beat to pieces, but I'll try. Do I dare push this? If I push it and take damage, I'm out. But if we get it, I can look it up in the book later and go crazy and kill everybody. I don't think I could push it.
So yeah, there doesn't seem to be any distinguishing marks, and even if there was, it's a shapeshifter. How do you know that mark wasn't just part of the costume it designed?
Yeah, sometimes shapeshifters always have one little mark, you know what I mean? Like the
Yep.
little silver spot or something. Certain color eyes.
But the fox will look around and say, like, I anticipate your druid will be back before long, so I will not be here when he gets here.
Understandable.
But good luck. And I mean that sincerely. And then it kind of scampers off into the underbrush.
This place is weird as fuck.
This place is dangerous. For that thing to come this close to a holy druidic site is brazen.
Let's agree, it's just this place is fucked and dangerous.
We have to get out of this forest. I'm starving.
Maybe we should go live with the halfling and live a life on baked goods.
Hey guys, I found the herbs I was looking for.
Excellent. Locatai.
Great, you missed the fox.
Oh, he came back?
What do you mean came back?
The talking fox?
The demon.
Oh, it's a demon. I was not sure if it was a shapeshifted druids or a shapeshifted other creature. Remember, like, a few weeks ago, a talking fox, when we were stuck in a grotto for the night because of the storm, and a fox, like, came to get safe with us, and he talked to us, and I tried to, like, have a conversation with him, but he wouldn't have a direct answer. He's been following us a bit.
So it appears. It claims it's
On him, but
not
I
in
hadn't
danger.
in a while.
Claims that it's not in danger from Jakuz. That it has no soul.
Well, if it's a demon, it would explain why he didn't want me to give it too much attention.
You did mention that it was leaving since you were coming.
Yeah. Like I told you, after we fought the tree, I think whatever I did to that tree was seen by demons all across the island, so he knows. Did he say anything useful?
Only that we're off track.
Oh,
It said that we're going the wrong way if we want to go to the Three Rivers or where the Three Rivers meet.
I mean, if we, since we have only a vague direction, we could have missed, like, we've been going north. It might be like, we might be at the same height, but we need to go east to get there.
I believe it said west, but it is a demon.
That would be strange. West.
And it's looking forward to the fun of us finding the tower and dealing with it and its magic and stuff.
Oh yeah, this confirmed that this is gonna be a piece of fun. Sure, I'm gonna hate it. Ugh. I'm gonna check around. Do I see any ites around here? Is there a mountain? Is there something we could have a point of view from?
There's trees. You could climb a tree.
I'm probably gonna try that. But if there was a mountain in a day of walk from here, that would have been an option too. But I'll try to spot the tallest tree I can.
Okay. And then it is a move roll to climb a tree. Do you guys have do you have a spyglass?
Do we still
can
have
get
the
one.
spyglass? I think Cody found a spyglass in his bag at some point. Does anybody still have that?
I have full will right now, so I can get one if we need one.
Well, I wouldn't
I
say no
don't.
if I get up.
Let me just make sure it's in the trade goods.
It is. It is 3 gold.
That's 3 willpower, but I have plenty to spare. If you really need it, I can get it.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
The way I'm rolling today, I'll have more soon. What I really need is some rest.
And since it's worth like 3 goals, you can always resell it to someone at some point.
All right, I will hand you the spyglass. But I'm not going anywhere until I'm done resting.
Okay.
So it is a move roll to climb a tree.
Okay. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna use my rope to like add safety.
Okay, I will give you a +1 die. And while this is going on, I mean, everybody who has been resting can hit the rest button.
Thank you.
I don't see my roll, so I don't see if I rolled or not.
No successes and 2 banes.
Damnation. Can you push that for me, please?
Oof. You get, some scrapes and twist an ankle and, wrench your shoulder, but you do get up the tree so you can get a look. So it'll be a scouting roll, and the spyglass should give you 2 dice because it is long range.
Scouting. I'm not gonna wear my helm to do that.
Right. So off in the distance, and this away, off to the west, you can definitely see mountains.
Mountains?
Yep. And according to the halfling, the river that he knows of is on the other side of the mountains.
Okay.
It looks like it's probably, assuming nothing goes wrong, probably about basically 2 quarter days to get to the mountains.
Okay.
Assuming nothing goes wrong.
Yeah. But I don't see any river from up there.
You don't.
Okay. Well, we'll have to try something anyway. I'll carefully lower myself down with the rope.
Okay. Evening. Everybody, for the first time in forever, everybody is fully rested.
It's not true.
Oh, no, that's not true. Okatai is not rested yet.
Oh, I can hit the button? Okay.
Yes.
That
Everybody,
was painful.
everybody can rest. But you do have the evening. The camp is already built.
Okay, so I saw the mountain to the west, and the halfling told us that the river was on the other side. We should be able to get there in a day if we can get a good night's sleep. So I propose that, Cody, we can use the camp now and sleep. We can pass the night and go straight that way tomorrow.
Okay.
Unless the halfling was a demon too. For now, the information of the demon and the halfling fits. So if somebody wanna keep watch, Cody can sleep. We can do whatever, sleep and then leave in the morning.
I can keep watching the evening.
I'm gonna try to make something this evening. I found the herbs I was looking for.
Okay, what are you trying to make?
I've picked up a few rumors and tricks from people while we were walking, and I think I can make some concoction to treat wounds. I'm gonna try to see if I can brew that correctly.
As someone who gets wounded fairly often, that would be great.
Yeah, that's that's what I had in mind. And if it works well, that's not my greatest like cooking large quantity of stuff is not my greatest thing, but maybe eventually when I get the hang of it, Ryzen can help me like prepare some. He's better around all this than I am.
All right. So you're trying alchemy?
Yep. I wanted to try him at skill.
Right.
I'm not sure exactly what the potion does. You gave me the chart, but I'm not sure what all of them are. But there's one called like healing water, elixir of life, healing decoction.
All right. So healing water reduces the recovery time for criticals by half.
Okay.
The elixir of life delays aging for a year. The healing decoction heals a D3 strength. The refreshing decoction is agility. The calming decoction is wit. And the intoxicating decoction is empathy.
Okay. And what did the iron juice do?
Iron juice, you apply it to armor and it raises the armor rating by 1.
Okay.
Lasts for a quarter day.
Okay. I don't know if the system plans something like that, but could I try to find a way to use alchemy to repair a rust bite?
It would be a component, but you still need to do the actual like repairs. So you would need a forge.
Yeah,
And
okay.
Preferably a forge that isn't going to disintegrate when the sword touches it.
Yeah, I'm still trying to find the key to fixing that blade. That's gonna be for another time.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try to make the decoction for strength.
Okay. So you will need a cauldron.
I think we had the cooking pot.
I don't think you have a cauldron actually.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, Caldy probably has one.
Yeah, I could get you one.
How much is that worth?
18 copper.
Okay.
Yeah, I can get you that easy.
And the cauldron will also increase the amount of food that can be turned into rations.
All right, I just passed you a cauldron. You're carrying it.
Oh yeah. Can you add that to my inventory, Chris?
Yep.
As well as the spyglass.
Yeah, I did add the spyglass.
Great.
And there's the cauldron. Ooh, you are over encumbered. Good thing you have a horse.
Yep. I'm gonna put some stuff on the horse. Look like the cauldron.
Yeah. All right. So Okatai is throwing some herbs and stuff into the cauldron over the fire. Caldy is sleeping. What is Desi doing?
Are we overnight or still on evening?
It's evening.
Evening, she was keeping watch.
Okay. What is Trustius doing?
I think I'm gonna help Desi keep watch.
Okay.
All my options are horrible
okay.
right now. So
What would Ryzen like to do?
I can either help with guarding or forage for more stuff if we need more like food or water.
I can always use more herbs for those things if you find some.
Herbs for what again?
I'm trying my hand at making onions and decoction to heal wounds.
Okay.
We've been like, I can heal everyone all the time. So if I can make you something that you can keep on you,
Yeah, that's fine. I'll go look for herbs or something for that effect. Something that medicine's always.
All right, perfect. All right.
yeah, alchemy demands like a random thing called herbs.
Desi, between Desi and Trustius, you guys can give me a scouting check at the +1, whichever one of you is better.
I have 4 now.
we're the same. You might as well roll.
With a +1, you said?
Yep.
Yay! I succeeded on a scouting roll.
Worth that 5 XP.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it will be.
Ryzen can give me a survival roll. Okay. And Okatai can give me a healing roll.
Healing roll. Do I have the cauldron just allows me to do it? Doesn't
Yeah.
give me a bone.
Correct. Go bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. So every success rolled gives you 1 dose.
So that gives me 2 doses.
That gives you 2 doses of healing decoction.
And from what I read, 1 bottle can hold up to 10 doses.
Yep. Ryzen. So you're out and about, kind of like looking over, like, you know, okay, maybe medicinal herbs grow near the water that you found previously. You don't find any there. Well, maybe over here. You know, take your time looking around. You are getting into the like a late spring where it's like the sun is setting later, so you don't have to worry too much about making sure you get back to camp before you can't see. And you do find, you're like, oh, okay, you remember some like tavern song or something talking about, various like medicinals that make you feel good. You're like that maybe that might work.
We found herbal, right?
Yeah, and as you're kind of like plucking it, you kind of glance up, and it looks like there's a part of the forest that has overgrown what looks like a constructed small building. Probably no more than like 6 feet to a side, square. A little bit of a roof, but like the plant life and everything has almost completely overgrown it. So if you weren't this close to see it, you would probably mistake it for a hill if you were passing by in the distance. But you can see the stonework underneath this like moss and ivy and plant life.
Cool. I'm gonna focus on the medicinal herbs, and I'll tell the rest of the group when I get back about this place.
Okay, perfect.
Do you hear that, Caldy?
Probably sleeping.
I'm just saying. That's a responsible move.
Okay.
Coming back for help, not going out on his own.
Oh, look, there's something interesting. Let's go get the group.
Every time I've done that, it's always worked out.
Well, you're not wrong.
I'm playing a fat, cautious halfling. What can I say?
The one time I came back and got help, it ended up us getting an orc raid on our village.
So towards the end of the evening, nothing untoward happens while Desi and Tressius are keeping watch. The strange smells bubbling forth from the cauldron are not appetizing, and there's that momentary thing of like, are we going to be cooking food in that cauldron after this? Maybe. But as it kind of cooks and like the it kind of coalesces into something useful, the smells sort of change and become kind of not necessarily appetizing, but less pungent. And Ryzen comes back with his medicinals as we segue into night.
Hey guys, guess what I found?
Talking
those are
animal.
No, nothing cool. Well, this might be as cool as that eventually, but it's not cool yet. So I found these potential medicinal herbs, and I found what looks like a small building. Really hard to make out because it's been like kind of reclaimed by nature, but I could make out the walls.
Oh, that's nice.
Maybe there's treasure.
Could be. I don't know. I didn't go inside because who knows what kind of horrible thing could be in there, and I'd rather we all face that together than just me by myself.
It's very responsible.
We could go check that out in the morning.
Well, yeah, it was kind of hard to spot even in the daylight, let alone trying to find it again at night.
All right, let's get some sleep. We'll take a look. It must be close. In the morning when we can see.
Yep.
So for the night, what is everybody doing? Oh, and Caldy, you can hit your rest button.
I'm gonna finally try to sleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get back on the proper sleep schedule.
Yeah, I didn't need that rest. This is just to get it back in the sleep schedule's why we took it.
Okay.
The old quarter day system, right? It gets out of skew, and you're like, oh god, here we go.
Twilight 2000, you skip a shift and you drink coffee.
Mm-hmm.
wonder if they're going to use the quarter day thing in Walking Dead. Probably makes sense.
Probably.
I expect so.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's a great system. The quarter day thing works
Yep.
out real good.
Yep. Walking Dead was fully funded. The Kickstarter closed the other day. The pre-release alpha PDF should be up to backers soonish, they say. There's full Foundry support coming when it launches.
And I'm sure we'll be playing that on Crucible sometime soon.
Undoubtedly, it looks excellent.
Sorry, which
The Walking Dead. The system is similar to it's similar to the Forbidden Lands, with it's a dice pool instead of different dice, but lots of little bells and whistles in the preludes that they've released.
I've never watched it, but I've debated supporting that one, even though I've got enough games that I'm buying and haven't read yet and stuff.
I know that feeling.
Hush.
I should.
I think you are that feeling, Chris.
Maybe I'll just pull up my list of games and I'll just go down the list alphabetically and run a one shot for every game I own.
Run a roll.
God. There isn't enough time.
D300.
I'll be 70 when I'm done, but it'll be fine.
That'd be kind of cool, actually. Just random roll. Okay, we're playing.
Yeah, that wouldn't be
whatever.
a bad idea.
Random
One shot each one.
number generator RPG game.
Just so you
Here's
guys
your
are aware, though.
pre-gens. Here's your pre-gens. One session. Random game. That'd be kind of neat.
Just so you're aware, though, I do have some weird games. But I would actually probably pay legit money to watch Tony try to play Mermaid Adventures.
Oh dear God.
Oh my god.
For the Equestria one.
I don't have that one.
Oh, I think I might.
Who the hell makes more than one Mermaid Adventures game?
No,
I have the-
No, Equestria is My Little Ponies.
all right. So back to our serious talking animal game.
Right. Yes.
All right. So nighttime. Caldy is watching. Everybody else is sleeping, just so you can get your schedules back on sync.
I believe so.
All right. Caldy, you can give me a scouting roll.
I will push.
Okay.
Man, I'm taking a beating today.
So much willpower, though.
I started with 5. I got up to 10. I spent 4. Back up to 7.
The good news is you awaken in the morning, refreshed, on schedule.
Yay.
Okay, we made it. Good.
I spend this whole game with one wits.
I spent most of it with one wits too. Yeah.
Oh, it is a downpour today.
Well, we're not going far anyway.
We can at least check the building.
Yeah, it's not that far. Do we think
Yeah.
we're going to stay in this area for another night? Or do we
In this
want to tear the
rain,
camp down?
Probably. But if it's close, we should be able to check it out.
The web give us a chance.
All right. So everybody make sure that they've hit their rest button, other than Caldy, who's taking a little bit of wits damage. Everybody roll for their food and water.
Do we still have halfling sandwiches, or did that get eaten?
There was enough. There was one for everybody. So if somebody doesn't want theirs, they can pass it on.
I will pass mine on to whoever wants them.
All right.
So leave halfling sandwich.
Though the phrase halfling sandwich, though, has different connotations.
Not eat nothing from that fucking oven until I get to see it.
I mean, that's kind of fair.
This is the best sandwich ever.
Yeah, now that it's sat for like a day, the flavors have had a chance to kind of like meld together.
So good. This is the best breakfast ever.
I'll have my sad roots and sad fish.
Chester's will hate eat his jerky. Gang, gang, gang. Chew it on this fucking dried out piece of meat.
What kind of depravity is this? Having fun eating.
So, morning. What would you guys like to do? It is pissing down rain.
I think I'm gonna give us a chance because we've lost a day already. I'm gonna try to use Weather Master.
Okay.
How bad is the weather?
Just 1 second. Let me look at the spell.
I forgot you could do that.
I'd say like power level 2 would let you. Power level 1 will let you get it down to just rain instead of a downpour. Power level 2 will let you just make it into a clear day.
Okay. I'm gonna use my grimoire. The ingredient is a feather. Did we eat birds lately?
Not lately.
Okay. So just the book.
Okay, that is enough to completely disperse the rainy day.
This should give us a chance. Ready to check whatever ruins Risen found?
Yeah, if we can get there in this downpour.
Mm-hmm.
I think the rain will let us be.
You should learn how to ask nature to behave instead of I do. I'm not sure if you could teach me that or not, Okutai.
Sorry? My ears are bad.
Your magic altered the way nature works, and it does not get angry.
Well, I asked.
Perhaps I should learn how to ask, if that's something that's possible.
I don't demand, I ask. And when nature feels that it's reasonable, well, I'm given what it feels is right. And I think it's better for us to leave this sacred place than to be stuck here longer. I think it agrees.
Perhaps so. The sooner I'm out of this forest, the better, I think, for all of us.
Well, if I can help. I don't think you should be asking Demon anything, but maybe there are other forces you can coax.
I do not ask demons things. I bind them. I chain
Yeah.
them.
That's what I don't want you to change. Like, if you deal with Demon, demand. Bind them. But maybe there are other forces in this world that will answer to you if you ask.
Perhaps.
Dead things answer to you. So maybe the stones or the earth will answer to you too. Just need to
Something to
find the right
consider.
way.
If you could show me the way, I will try to learn.
I'll
The
see what we
dead things. It's not something I was taught. It's something I was born with.
Yeah, that's what I got to understand. I was, well, lucky enough to have a link. When the elder found out, well, they taught me how to use it. And now that I got my friend back, like he's gonna scruffle the head of his pig again. It's easier. The link is back. But this island is so strange. The nature is so strange here.
It's powerful. Powerful here. Just interesting with the demon that oversees this island. Strange that it lets it exist.
Maybe his power over this island is not as strong as it wish it was. It harvests from here, but it does not rule this place. Other demon run amok and don't answer to him. Forest god roam free. Maybe we still have a chance to do something.
We have its name and most of its gems. When we have the rest, we'll bind it.
Yes. Let's hope that this deal with this tower will be worth it. And this elf can show us the things we need, because from everything I feel, if he didn't go himself, this place is gonna be a piece of work.
Let's start with exploring this ruin.
Yeah. We need all the help we can find. And you never know when you're gonna cross a ruin and find one of the thing we're actually looking for. So I wouldn't skip one.
Yeah, there's that too.
I think
Imagine
that's
walking
unlikely.
all the way, dealing with that tower, making a pact with the elf, so he reveals us where the things are, like, oh, the ruin over there, just next to the forest god, like, holy site. I'd be pissed.
All I know if that fox shows up and you can contain it.
If that, what?
The fox. The demon.
I don't know if I could contain it, but maybe I could banish it.
Or if Caldi or Horizon can trick it out of its name. Having its name would give me an opportunity.
Maybe there's a trick I can use to try to get his name. I'll try that next time.
And of course, if it gets bad, then Desi will be Desi.
I mean, one of the trick nature taught me is to let people agree and act on their better nature, even if sometimes they don't have one. So maybe I can get something out of them. It did work with the ant, the corrupted ant. That's the trick I use, and he let us in. So maybe I can ask for a name in exchange.
Perhaps.
We'll see.
Right, so I assume you guys are kind of having that conversation as you walk to the location that Ryzen had found.
Oh yeah, I was in my mind. I was like talking and unhooking the tent and packing it on my horse and stuff like that.
Yep. So as you travel through, it's not terribly far. It's Ryzen found it while he was out foraging. And yeah, it's a building. It looks like it's maybe 6 feet on the side, a little bit of a roof, just like stonework underneath, like a bunch of plant life and vines and everything that have grown over it over time, indicating it hasn't been disturbed in quite some time. But whoever has the highest scouting amongst the party can give me a scouting roll.
Pretty sure that's Okatai.
My scouting is 6.
Mine's 5 right now because I took that wits hit, so you're up.
Okay. I know it's not Desi.
Nope. Even with
Is-
the stuff I just bought, I've only got a 4.
Yeah, Tressius and Dizzy are 4.
Oh, a success.
Is that an
So, as you're kind of looking around, taking a careful look at this this building, there's some like crumbling stones around underneath some brush. Kind of like kick one over. And there's like an inscription on it. Like it's a fragment of a stone, so you can't really make out what the inscription is. It's way too old and faded and just a chunk of stone. There's a couple more here and there. A little bit of underneath like some rotten logs and stuff. We find like a little bit of a wall foundation. Then it kind of dawns on you that this is an old, like very old, abandoned graveyard. Mausoleum. Judging from the plant life to Okatai's eye, like this hasn't been touched in 50, 60, 100 years.
Oh, this is really old. Is it the same time frame as the Temple of Jakuz we found the first time?
Probably similar.
I was going to say, this is how we got started.
Yep. You gotta be extra careful about old statue that resemble the one we saw in the Temple of Jakuz. In case it's another one.
Can you find an entrance? A way in.
A little bit of looking around, you can easily find the door.
As I said before, names have power. If we can find names of those that are buried here, we can find information.
I'll keep an eye for any inscription or names.
Desi, you want to lead us in?
Not particularly. I think this is a really stupid idea. But, yeah, if somebody holds a torch, I'll go in first.
I'll light a torch and give it to Culty.
Okay.
I guess I'm holding a torch.
Damn it.
All right. Who is opening the door?
Apparently I am.
Okay. Give me a might roll.
I think it's stuck. Okatai, give me a hand.
Yep, let me help you. That's just an assist, I assume.
So are you pushing the roll? Just be a sec. Anita's having a coughing fit.
Is it a push or is it a re-roll with the extra dice? I'm not sure how it works.
It's a push.
With Okata's help, yeah, I guess I am.
Okay.
Well, that's what I was trying to avoid.
So between the two of you, you do manage to get it open, but you can like pull your tricep in the process.
Yeah.
And like as the two of you open the door, and the reason like it wasn't so much stuck as almost vacuum sealed. Like as you pull open this door, there's an inrush of air. And you realize that this wasn't just like a mausoleum. This was sealed. You know, and as you open it, like Cully's torch flickers, and as the air kind of rushes in, and like kind of like into this room, and you see it's a small room, like a little set of stone stairs that lead further down. This kind of ground floor. It's small. It's like 6 feet by 6 feet. But it's just like the foyer, for lack of a better term. And as you kind of like stand there at the doorway, you hear movement from down below.
I think we're gonna want a second torch.
And although it's a little bit early, I think we'll call it there
All right.
Awesome.
before you start investigating an underground temple tomb.
Thing.
It seems like the best place to end it for this time.
As opposed to about to get our midway getting our asses kicked. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll give the dice a little chance to rest after completely kicking our asses last night.
Oh
Yeah,
my god. I took such a whooping today.
I mean,
Today was not great. Yesterday was bad.
a might roll.
Like, really
Seven
bad.
dice. 7 dice should not be an issue. Holy shit.
I know. I had my freaking scouting is like 6 dice, and I blew it. I pushed it, and I still blew it.
Yeah.
The number of times I've rolled like 10 or 12 dice for armor for monsters and rolled nothing.
It's insane.
That's fair.
All right.
Chris,
Yes.
I forgot to say when I finally rested, I took the 3rd level of Harpooner.
Okay. XP. Participate in the game session. Yes. Travel through at least 1 hex. Yes, you did.
Yep.
Discover a new adventure site. Yes, you have.
Thank you, Ryzen.
Defeat 1 or more monsters. No, not yet. Find a treasure. No. Build a function. No. Activate pride. No. Suffer from dark secret. No. Risk your life. No. Extraordinary actions.
I couldn't open a door.
That's not that's not an extraordinary action.
It's extraordinarily bad.
We collectively got our sleep schedule back on track.
That's how you know it's
As an insomniac, I consider that remarkable.
that's how you know it's a fantasy game.
Yeah. God.
Looks like 3.
Looks like 3 XP.
Awesome.
Cool.
I mean, I spent 20 XP on a skill. Not worth an XP, no.
What
I
are we
spent
talking about?
5 on a
Yeah,
skill.
just want a refresher, Chris.
Yep.
If we wanted to, with the multi-classing, if we wanted to take a second talent from our secondary class, we needed to have half the skill at 2 from that class.
Correct.
Okay, good. Just because I'm gonna start investing in skills.
But yes, we will pick this up next week as you guys go forth to see what is beneath the this long abandoned mausoleum.
Right. Just as a note, guys, after my thing today, I have a 5 dice healing roll, so I'm trained in it now.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Nice. You've got a
Already? Thanks for running, Chris. We'll see you
Perfect.
tomorrow for Pathfinder.
yes.
2 days early.
Yes.
All right. I think I'm going to make it, guys.
Excellent. And for anybody that I don't see, have a good Easter.
Yep.
Happy Easter, everybody.
Happy
Easter, everyone.
Happy star.
You too.
Night, guys.
Good night.
Take care, everybody.
You too.